just wish that you were here. 'Cause when I'm alone, I get lost in my head, and I try to think.
Vertigo might hold better things for Sprout. We saw them really get exposed on Nuke. First half was competitive. Second half, not so much. But Sprout's going to have to show us a little something here if we're to believe. What do you make of it, Alan?
I can't define it. That's the way I'd put it. Mid push. Salazar through. There's a Julie's going down the ladder, and I'm amazed he's holding that. I thought he had a smoke out, but not to be. Here it comes. Kragan next up. Julie's in play. 2 headshots found, but now the site is seeded. Unless Manx can make this flank work, which he can't. And they're going back to A. Oh my lord. It's all over the place.
All right. Cabby clip. Cabby was the champion of Nuke. Absolute god on Nuke. He spotted the first. He knows he's forward. Stare, though, fighting. And it's going to be another pistol round for Sprout. That is now, I think, 3 of 3 pistol rounds in this series so far.
Beautiful.
So at least they've done their pistol install. That I can guarantee.
Yeah.
Alan.
Well, you do. Yeah. You should.
Probably still just running their old pistol
Most
rounds.
teams, I imagine, going into a match would, on their map pick, know pistol rounds and how to run them. That is a minimum expectation, I think, for any team.
The baseline. That's aggression from Cabby. My goodness.
Whoa.
He eats himself out, and that's a great find from Stare on the secondary. Dropping the scout early on, taking Salazar out of play. The CZ's going to get aggro. It's a 1-for-1, though, so still the balance of power rests with Sprout. But you're close enough that these pistols could ask some questions, and Kraken's already on the right spot.
I'm surprised Queenix isn't risking it on the rotate. Now there's nobody nearby the bomb site. It just feels like 2-on-3. You knew a few players are A. Take the gamble. Help your teammate. Got some utility as well. But from here, we'll see how Queenix approaches it. Winning the round feels out of the question. Maybe he can consider going for more damage. But for now, content just to sit back and pray for an over-aggressive T-side player.
All right, there's a fine on the tail end, Queenix. Why not? Get something. Make it a little expensive. Make it costly. Keep your 5-7 alive in the next round. All I'm saying, Alan, is this is going to set up the nutsest 5-7 ace we've ever seen.
You're calling it right now.
Yep, Queenix 5-7 ace.
Okay, so talk me through the rest of it, because we've got some flashes in the mix. We've got a smoke on Manx. So tell me around... Because Queenix can't do it all alone. He needs some backup. He needs some utility or some baiting players. How does this work? How does this round function?
They try and go for a faster B-steps play. He gets 2 over the lip of this, funnels them back. It's actually quick A ramp control, so that's going to make this difficult. All right, so he isolates the one fight in Lau and X down at the bottom of B. Lau, one of my absolute favorite individuals to watch in these B positions. Az is here as well, so this gives me my 2K that I was hoping for. Flashbang ineffective. Lau below sees it. It's going to make this really difficult. But that's just going to make it all the more impressive when he does get the kills. Now here at the danger panel. Yeah, multi-kill with the 5-7. Swings in off the flash. That's ambitious, and it won't work out. The trick is you sit there, and then you kill everybody. They won't expect another in the position, though. Kraken getting it done with the P250, but only so much, and the round's over.
Yeah, not quite. Not quite what we wanted. Hoped you'd hope for the Barnstormer off the back of the 5-7 to turn it around, but instead we look forward and towards the rifles. Cabby needs armor. There it is. No kits in the mix. Utility is pretty good though. There's Kraken. Don't be a loser. He's got a diffuser. Very nice. And we see how they choose to approach the CD side. 3 on A at the start for ECSTATIC. They want to fight for this control.
It's a nice one early. Looking for more. Allowing X finds the kill over towards B. And this is the threat of Sprout in Vertigo. I love the way they play Vertigo, and it largely has to do with the way they play the peripheries. Kraken under threat. We'll talk about this for the moment. He's burning. He knows he's a dead man. It's just a matter of time. Lau will escort him in towards the afterlife. This bomb's going to go down. And Sprout have dominated this round. ECSTATIC just trying to figure out if they might be allowed to save. That's really the only question that remains. So, talking about the way Sprout play this. Lau always going to be over on the B side of the map. Stare always going to be on the A ramp. Both of them incredibly deadly. Very good at playing their positions. Phenomenal feel for it. Then you've got the other three. They can do whatever the heck they want. Play in towards mid, play towards either side early on. Set up their teammates, because you can just reliably guarantee that if you leave enough time for Lau or Stare to work, they're going to get openers, 4 out of 5 rounds. It's honestly just such a massive boon to the team.
Oof. There's a play coming from behind. Not enough time to loop in. And drop that ult by the wayside. Half buy surely to come from ECSTATIC. I don't think they should be buying here. And it will indeed be that half buy. They need to do damage on this half buy. The money's getting a little bit out of control for Sprout. They're on the T side as well, which is always a little bit easier on the coffers. So yeah, 3, maybe 4 kills here would do a massive good to the turning around this half for ECSTATIC.
Stairs just walked the smoke. Stairs just walked the smoke. And he's going to get deleted as a result. This 1 AWP starting to make its impact felt early on. And that's that periphery player I was talking about. But this time they're all massed behind. They haven't left Lau and X to work the other side of the map. They're just trying to move en masse. And they are going to go through. It's a bit of a difference. All right. You shift the monster over. He walks into the angle. He gets himself the kill. It's all about taking out that AWP, though. And now the stack is coming to bear. Pistol players are rotating in to support that op in any way they can. So if Sprout continue up the ramp here, they're going to find a real fight on their hands.
So slow from Sprout. If they use their nades, this shouldn't be a problem. That's the risk here. This boost is getting fangled a little, and the noise is given away. They're all looking. Salazar, though, surely going to be presented with an opportunity. Peeking through the angle does get Lau and X. First kill in, and that might strike the fear of God. All 4 players are here, Mike. This is looking really good for ECSTATIC as they swing the corner, but all the kills flying the way of Sprout. Azza with a 2. Piece to his name, and Salazar now needs to do colossal work to pull this off 1-on-3.
Well, that's a great recovery from Sprout. I actually think that round sees some of the issues that we saw in Nuke in terms of why is Lau peeking side hall without a flash? The flash then comes, but it's too late. So maybe a little bit of disjointedness in the communication right now, I can imagine, coming through. And immediately this pause gets taken here from Sprout. So I'd imagine Barry's having the same thoughts I am, which is, okay, we won that round. That is good. But there were errors. Let's talk about them. Let's fix it. Because right now, these games, they're still a bit of a learning exercise for the Sprout team. They are, again, Azar has been here 4 days. I can't stress that enough. 4 days with your new IGL. They're still figuring it out, for sure.
Different vibe, I guess, to Nuke. Here, when they slow it down, it feels like there's a reason, there's a rhyme. And I know that could have gone south that round, but it was because they didn't want to take any risks and just zerg their way into, too many defensive players. Important round, though, because ECSTATIC, well, they need to get on the board soon, but they need to start making things work. He starts at least getting openings and preventing the onslaught, and Queenix doesn't have a clue. Az is so fast up. There's another player default, that's Kraken, as Azza swings, and this man is on a mission, in-game leader, off to a zinger of a start here on Vertigo.
Do love that. Simplify it as well, right? Quicker play. It's 30 seconds into the round, they've got a sight, they've got 2 kills. So you catch ECSTATIC off guard. They've got control in towards mid. Lau working this section of the map instead of over towards B. Boundary player. I want to see if they can't take more guns out of play because ECSTATIC have very little intention of actually playing through here. Big find on the AWP. Copy might be about to collect. Never mind. Deleted. Erased. Now, these remaining rifles, they're under massive pressure. Manx trying to alleviate it. Zelo's just been chilling this whole time to make absolutely sure there's no way someone was getting on that bomb. And so they feel a degree of comfort on the Sprout side. And the money has built to such a degree that they can risk hunting a little bit more if they wanted to. But it seems like they're content with what they found. They'll back away. Siphon? No. All right.
This time they buy. Surely. Salazar drops. Looks like one of Kragan or Cabby is going to take the hit. Indeed. It's going to be Cabby. He was a monster on map 1. We'd love him to have a similar scale of impact. But across the board, it just feels like ECSTATIC can't call into the right area of the map at all here. Sprout are so comfortable taking control elsewhere. This round, free A for ECSTATIC, and Sprout say, oh, mid? Yeah, we'll have some of that. Free real estate.
Free real estate.
We will.
Kragan dies. They're in so much trouble. He's going to back off. That's wise, at the very least. Whoa, Lau just slipped into the danger panel. He drops off of it. Perhaps wisely, but that was a cheeky spot. And he's got a gap. Oh, Siphon figures it out first. Kragan was processing, but just a half second too slow there. It's now major pressure on the Queenix. He knows they're breaking down the door from both sides. Support comes in, though. It's late, but Manx is here. Queenix is lost, but Manx, he's the man of the moment. And, well, it was just a moment. 2-on-2. Players completely out of position. This bomb's going down. That can't be denied, but they are going to be able to pinch in towards the site. Salazar coming from below. Happy coming from mid. Salazar going to expect Lau to have worked his way around. Oh, the barrel. The barrel shows through. It gives him away. It betrays Salazar. And now they've got this deep control to play from, to defend from. Kabi has a Molotov at the least, but no smoke, no kit. Means that this is a dire situation. And he's already been checked. He's already been challenged. The two young guns take him out. 7-0 domination from Sprout.
It's just flawless. Seemingly making no mistakes. ECSTATIC, this B bomb site is going to be a bit of a problem. They're losing numbers quickly. There's no real resistance. We're not getting nades down in time. Maybe they need to change the approach, get more aggressive, take that B lobby control. There's been so much focus on ramp from ECSTATIC that I think they're just neglecting the other parts of the map. They're ceding so much space for free. And it's the same again. Free A, when the game plan is obvious, Mike. They want free A almost every round here to fight for ramp. But at what point does that game plan need to go out the window?
Cappy? Who's the hero of Nuke? Been slow to start here, but starting to get a little bit of juice flowing. Maybe. Be a very good sign. And Lau gets caught. The rare situation where Lau gets caught out. Flashbang good. Queenix with the kill. Azur and Xiphon. I mean, this round getting a little unobtainable. For ECSTATIC, it would be a miracle if they could get out of this with some guns alive, though. And just Xiphon. But he is so dangerous.
Seem to know where the bomb is. Yeah, this is not looking good.
Good kill from Salazar. That was needed.
That was a risky buy. They threw everything in it, did ECSTATIC. And they pull it off. Finally, Sprout presenting the jewels over to their adversaries that ECSTATIC have been hoping for on A for this entire half. And the wheels kind of came off after those first few kills on A. Everyone else was trying to, take fights, push through B. Lau and X was on the wood, and then you have to play in mid. So, yeah. Better. But we need more, because the money's still good for Sprout.
So what's the move here? How do they get weird with it? I want to call you. Want to place your bet, Alan? I'm going for op down mid. Aggro op and mid.
For the CT side,
Salazar. Yeah. Ecstatic. They've got to get
depends on
weird
his
with it.
spawn. Doesn't look great. Yeah,
Never mind.
he's off
not
towards
doing
A
it.
instead. I'm.
Coward. They just sent a traffic cone in their way.
Whoa!
Stairs got an opener. Cabby down to play. Salazar with the trade at the very least. That was a nice find on the edge of the smoke. Utility being dumped, though. It's under pressure here at the A ramp, and they know it. Interesting to me. Very interesting to me that Zyphon's the one playing the B boundary position here. This is a role shakeup, potentially. And Salazar from Cement. No Molotov onto his spot. He's doing so much damage, and this is way too late. Way too late. Everybody's been lost. It's all in the Zello. Oh, the shot goes wide. The flash is so long. He gets another, though. Zello. Chance to deal economic damage. It's still valuable for him. But the round seeming like a distant thought here, Alan.
Needs his kill. Salazar in. He's on the right eye. And it's an easy closeout. The thing I was thinking coming into that round was Sprout, ECSTATIC have played 3A every round. And I was decided to start paying attention to how much noise they were making early on. To see if Sprout could hear. And Sprout could have heard, I mean, they were stomping around themselves, so maybe it's tricky. But if Sprout is smart and cuts noise and just has the first A player in listening, they can start working out that this is 3A and just exploiting the map because ECSTATIC are not hiding it whatsoever.
Again, this is going to be Zyphon at mid. Look at this. Ooh. There's a periphery player. Lauanax looking for an opener here on the other side of the map, but they've lost their A-ramp player. Aggression down the ramp. Nets Cabby a kill early. And Kraken is a cheeky spot. This isn't red. This isn't predicted. He's going to be dropping tons of damage on and a cleanup for Queenix. So now you just have this mid player. He was supposed to be the late piece, right? The guy who comes in late and helps clean up the post plant. Instead, Zyphon is left scrambling. Where even is the bomb? Not gonna matter.
Not on the mini map.
It's B
It
stairs.
is B, yeah, it's under B. These rounds have been really flat for Sprout. ECSTATIC second wind. Finally starting to contest that B lobby control. And it's looking nicer. That round they might have, I mean, they start 3A because the third player throws the smoke, but they drop back into a 2-1-2 and do a much better job of covering off the map. I wish they'd adapted into that earlier. But better late than never, and this half is still recoverable at least to a winnable position, a decent position. 8 would be obviously ideal from here, and if they get near that, well, at least we're not talking curtains going to second half.
No. What's the timing on this? How's this going to be passed? There's the trade. Nicely done from Zyphon. Amazed he tries to go back to the Molotov. Wary of the second peak coming through, but in the meantime, they've lost Lau outside of B, and it's all falling apart. Not a round we expected much from Sprout, but the problem with these rounds, right, is you've done a great job of keeping the economic pressure up on the CT side until now. Till now. Here's where you got to get her done with the Ds, even if you're not going to win the round. Keep ECSTATIC limited. That'll help. That's a ripper, a boost up, and an execution. They're going to do it again. They're going to do it again.
Kraken's still trying to cover off mid. Thank God Cabby's picked it up. Oof.
Okay. There's the find. Sprout, a little slow into this one. They were expecting a re-peek in, and, well, they did get it, but not on their own timing. That's the players out quad. 25 seconds doesn't really matter here. Stair needs to go find somewhere to die. And I think he's just realized that he didn't have time to rotate around. Needed to die here towards the steps, and he will do exactly that. A capable soldier.
Listening to orders. Yes, indeed. That round felt like it had some legs to it after beautiful shot from Stair. But not to be. 4 on the trot for ECSTATIC. Getting their teeth right into the CT side. And we see how they open up this round. Salazar has played A exclusively on this CT side. Had a great half so far. And now Zello's up against him. Zello at the bottom of the ramp. And they need to start dealing with this all because Salazar in the last few has got a lot of information. Not always the frags, but a lot of information for his team up here on ramp.
Cabby has an angle here outside of yellow. Ooh, foot shot, leg shot. Neither upper. Looking very good for this one, but Zello wants to keep fighting. Flashbangs in. Here's the pressure on, and the kills can't go their way. That's disastrous for Sprout. This aggression in towards Forklift is a thing of beauty. And they'll even give it up. They say, all right, we dropped the bomb. We got the information. We got 50 seconds left to go. Let's see if they can stew in this. That's a great shot. Still only the first of many that will be needed to make this round a thing, but Zyphon gets another. And now we're asking some questions. 30 seconds on the clock. There's still time to operate here. An aggressive position from Manx. Is there utility to clear him out of this? No,
oh my lord.
There is Zyphon. What on earth is happening? Sprout just taking command. These young guns dominating, but Kragan gets the last laugh. A defuse on. The op can be retrieved. An AK even. There they go. They say, hey, bro, there's an op. Please. 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 And so Ecstatic will climb to 5.
Yeah, Flower Next pulled that one off. I really thought for a second when he pulls the transfer onto Heaven, he was going to get it. Yeah, as much as it felt nice for Sprout to get back into the round, I'm not sure the opportunity should have been there. 5v2 for a few seconds. And Ecstatic almost let it slip. Thank God. This plays the end on the retake. We're up to the task. And they plow onwards. Bomb plant will another investment to Sprout up against maximum loss bonus from here onwards. They can't collect any more themselves. And yeah. Where's the Sprout we saw at the start of this half, taking a lot of space elsewhere on the map? They've really been stalled out, losing a lot of early frags here on ramp.
They have. Cabby's done such a good job of taking the initiative as well. He might be about to find his flank on the player yellow. He does indeed. Catches Azure. The trade's there, though. Advantage for Sprout. A kill elsewhere in towards mid. This opens up a ton of possibilities. This isolates Queenix. Queenix has been very good in these isolated positions, but they need it from him once again. Oh, he hears these footsteps. He's got this information. He knows they're going through, and he's going to be in position. But it doesn't matter if you're in position. If Zyphon just rips ahead, Zyphon has been the engine to gel them back into this, but that's the bomb caught. Salazar on the angle. Run down. Time's getting not very short at all. This has actually been such a quick round that Kragan, well, there's still a minute, and they're toying with this. They're finding his position. They're going to go towards A. They've got the read. 100%.
They know the Kragan plays around B a lot of the rounds. Call comes in. Immediate move to back towards B. They were seconds from rounding the corner there and committing to this B bomb side, but instead, bomb down on A, Stairs on the greatest flank of all time as he pushes through B, and Kragan's got so many objectives to fulfill to pull this off with about 30 seconds remaining.
See if he can do so. Time doesn't seem like it's a possibility. He has the util, but I mean, at this point, it might just be a smoke it and pray, and he's already been caught. He is down for the count. He is run out. And that will be an 8th on for Sprout. So at the very least, they are taking the half. And for Ecstatic, 2 rounds of recovery left and remain a possibility.
Onwards we go. Salazar almost won that round. Almost made it doable. Dropped the bomb out in the open. But all eyes on him in this one. Starting over towards A. Zyphon. Tends on taking some mid presence. But just on his own at the moment. As these CTs again continue chaining early nadage here on ramp. Salazar trying to find an angle over the top. There goes Zello. There goes Zello. Hits the deck. Zyphon trying to trade out of mid. Makes it 2. Fast kills. Queenix left alone on this B side of the map. Zyphon from mid. Long's coming up the stairs, and Queenix is all alone. Important kill. Trade is there. Bomb is scooting its way up the stairs. As Longs takes all this control, we've still got Stair on the other side of the map. He's towards A. And ECSTATIC might even consider a save here. As soon as bomb starts to get planted, they are so far out of position. Stair's coming to join his teammates. And surely from here, our retake is going to be impossible.
So with Cabby now and Salazar just trying to save through to the last round, this is again looking like a good one for Sprout here, Alan.
Much quicker round. Explosive, fast, got a lot of space. And looking a lot more decisive than they have at times in this half. So they had a little bit of a slip up, but we're still on track for a pretty almighty terrorist half from the, it's weird to say now, the German organization.
Yeah, Danish-Romanian team with an Australian.
I almost said Danish
Good measure.
organization.
Well, with Barry, I mean, they are
This just
majority
feels
Danish.
So long.
They are majority Danish at this point. But they're just kind of they're a hodgepodge. They're an amalgam. And ain't that just the future? It feels like the longer time goes on. You remember it wasn't that long ago when people were debating how successful international rosters could even potentially ever be. And now it feels like everyone's going this way.
It'll flip back again. I can feel
I don't think so. I think this is
the difference is, Mike, at this level, it's so hard to get enough good players from one region.
Yeah, I think it's a one-way street.
When you have unlimited budget and you're in a scene like Denmark, you can make an elite level team from one region.
Oh, Salazar! Looking elite level right now. 2 kills on the edge of that smoke, playing it to perfection, the window that was available to him. But Lau, solo opens up B. I imagine he's calling for that bomb to come back around. If he finds this next kill, it could be everything. But Zyphon, never mind. This guy's been incredible. Zyphon with massive impact, and now the bomb will be making its way on towards A. Lau is just the flank, the insurance policy, and he's going to freeze up Kraken. Kraken can't do anything about this. It has to be Manx who opens things up, unless the kill is found. It's not. All on to Manx with an MP9 trying to find his last round. It's desperation, and it's double digits on for Sprout to send us to the half.
Back to the things that you said. But living without you is taking a toll. Feel like I might lose control. When I'm down and can't push through, I know you're the one I can turn to. You make me feel like someone new, 'cause I'm never sober when I'm with you. Somehow live in a moment in time where I was yours and you were mine. 'Cause when I'm alone, I get lost in my head, and I try to think back to the things that you said. But living without you is taking a toll. Feel like I might lose control. When I'm down and can't push through, I know you're the one I can turn to. You make me feel like someone new, 'cause I'm never sober when I'm with you. Like night together, I can feel the fire. One night together, baby, take me higher. You've taken all my love. I just wanna feel your touch, yeah. Oh, it's one night together, baby, take me higher. Oh, it's one night together, I can feel the fire. Oh, it's one night together, baby, take me higher. You're taking all my love, I just wanna feel your touch, oh, it's one night together.
And we're back in here. Half number 2. Sprout looking good. Up double digits. They can get her done on their CT. Lau has already found the flank. And he's pressing it. He's pressing it. And he's got the read. They went with 3 players here for this B push. But that means there's going to be a rapid flank on towards A. Problem is, time being, got just one to hold up top. Stare. Gonna have to
Are they ever going to
defend here.
expect this many players flanking this early? Surely not.
Surely not. Queenix. Going to take the first blood, though. Now they've got a little bit of a tip-off. Bomb down. This becomes a very good situation. And Kragan has just somehow gone ring around the rosy with his iPhone. So, Flink, not so effective. Not effective
Saving?
at
What's
all,
going on?
actually. Regrouping, rerouting, refacing, refinding some damage. They've got a smoke. They've got a smoke and they've got a kit. Zell's going to get on this, but the smoke is on the bomb. There's the tap. He's on it. They've taken him off of it, and the round is theirs. One way or another, ECSTATIC are taking this through, even without the kills.
Crikey. Those flanks did nothing. Quite impressive. They get in behind. I don't know. Ended up being only 2 players flanking. Lau and X goes up yellow alone, and he's looking towards the ramp side instead of the gap. And I think it was Stair was tucked in at the bottom. They were not on the same page. I think they should have just gone for it and had their teammate. Their team is just spamming through the smokes on the site. So much harder to read that flank is coming in. But yeah, that was the other thing, is there was just no presence elsewhere on the map. They kind of alert ECSTATIC that a flank could be in the mix.
All under pressure here, just has the Deeg as well, trying to get back to quad. He's got that. Siphon, though, he does not have. One found at least. But this rifle needs a little bit more than just the one, and that's not gonna happen. Bomb going down. Darren Zello, this round's not out of the realm of possibility yet. This cheeky boost over might help. That's the bomb found. Uh-oh. Alarm bells now got to be ringing if you're ECSTATIC. Pressure on in a big way. Smokes to allow the drop from the mid berm. But it's there who's got to maneuver, and for the time being, he's locked off. He'll go through it. He'll challenge this. Find some space. Moving forward, no kits. Means that there's very much of a concern here. Comes the swing. Players out on site. This next kill could be everything, and Zello can't bring it through. Indeed, both go the way of ECSTATIC. They continue to climb.
Gets a little scary. There's a few frags are found. As Sprout just throw numbers into the onslaught, one at a time. Lau's kill was incredible coming out from quad. He was in a molly, and he still has time to adjust his aim fast enough. Instant deagle headshot despite being held. Pretty sensational, but it's not going to alter the result of the round. As ECSTATIC cruise their way to 7. Surely soon to pass the 8-mile marker as well. And what was this? This is a 0-7 start to this map. It's looking a lot rosier than it was, 15, 20 minutes ago.
Certainly. Certainly. Still some fangs in these Sprout Deeks. They've been defanged. Ain't no teeth left. So, ideal start to the half. Couldn't really get a lot better. don't even have any SMGs to deal with here. Your full rifle's up, right? Everything is good for ECSTATIC. Is it going to last past the guns of Sprout?
Zello needs to get engaged. Zalazar had a great first half on a lot of the time. And we need to see Zello getting in the thick of the action. Where's he starting off this round? He's also on A. He's towards the gap, the Ivy side. Peeking towards yellow. Bottom yellow. Smoke early. Mortar strike. He's already dead.
He's already dead. He's already dead. Disastrous there. Cabby sets up a smoke to give himself a carpet to move forward. He's tagged. The tag's not a frag, and, well, this won't be the round for Zello to assert himself. Not at all. It's going to be a B stairs play, it seems. Bodies are here. Someone's going to have to go back for the bomb, and I think someone just communicated that to Salazar. Hey, we might need the C4 for this particular maneuver. You've still got your mid presence. Kraken coming in late. Looks like we might be getting an aggro push down A ramp. It's kind of the inverse of what we got in the pistol round out from Sprout, but again, it's going to leave one player with a lot of pressure on them this time. Lau. Can he get anything? No, he cannot. And with that, this might turn into a save call before you know it.
Needs to be. If Sprout were free A there, they were clearing ramp. Lau put his smoke down on top of the stairs, and I was wondering if ECSTATIC would have respected or not. If they'd respected the smoke and lost that 15-20 seconds, maybe that flank develops. Maybe those players rotate back over and start to bolster the B defense, but they didn't respect it. They popped straight through it. It was the right call. And ECSTATIC starting to heat up here on the offense and get any of these guns away. It's going to be looking even better as you streak into further gun rounds.
That's one lost. AWP as well, so a bit of a tragedy in that regard. Cat B. One bullet would have done him in, but he dodges them all. And that's only Zyphon's M4 surviving the round. Bit of disappointment here for Sprout. They'll at least be able to put some upgraded pistols around it, but they're looking at their lead just having evaporated right off the rip in this second half.
That would have been a buy. 3 saves and they would have bought 2 saves. If you save the AWP, I think you buy. But here it's not even an option. It's just that lone M4 and Zyphon. He's starting over towards A on this round. He's on the ramp side, up towards the crane. Nope. I'm deceived. What's going on here? My brain's hurting. He's over towards B.
What? No mercy. No hesitation. No surrender. No answer.
No. Could have used that rifle A, as it turns out.
Could have done.
Maybe I was, having hallucinations about where it should have been.
You been eating any strange mushrooms lately?
I can't confirm.
I know you like to go for those nature walks, but you gotta stop putting things
in the
mouth.
middle of London. It's really known for that.
You're not in the middle of London.
At least I tell people I am.
Look, if you're eating the nature walks you get in the middle of London, you really shouldn't be doing that. Oh! Queenix.
I'm just experimenting, Mike. I always like to.
Ripper of a shot. I am so impressed. I normally rate, again, I talked about it early in the game. I rate Lau and X and Stare so highly in terms of what they could do on the boundaries of this. And we've already talked about the caveats for Lau right now, but
he really might have, at the end of last year, been the best B player in the world. He was that good at playing this side of the map.
A fully healthy Lau, I think I take over just about any other player as just a B anchor. And B lurk. That's the bomb. That is going to start this round back for Sprout. Utility going in to try and secure that. ECSTATIC, having pushed players out of the side hall, should be able to retrieve the C4, but slows them down. Telegraphs the setup a little bit.
I don't know what the call is here for ECSTATIC because they know they've shown the bomb. They've still got a player on the B side of the map. I thought they let him work first.
Oh,
Salazar.
Salazar.
Peeks in. Beautiful.
Salazar is making some disgusting plays right now. Stare is somehow not burning. Well, he's going to thank RNG for that. But it's not really going to matter. My goodness.
They just
Merciless.
they just committed into the 4 players,
Yeah.
and I don't think it was the right call. I mean, they should have probed B a bit harder, but that was brain, brawn over brain there. They just forced their way through the bomb site, and suddenly, in a game that looked wrapped up earlier on when Sprout were monstering that T side, that 2-0 conversation is back, and it's in the headlines.
Look, so much of the conversation over the last couple of years of Counter-Strike has been about upcoming talents, right? The new names, the hot prospects, your Monacies, your Wonderfuls, your now Head Tricks, that next exciting player coming through. My eyes on Salazar right now. I mean, this is just one game, right? It's a small sample size, but Salazar popping against a formidable op on the other side in Zello, right? Zello has been getting bullied right now, and we normally look to him to be a firepower piece, but loving the way Salazar's played through both halves.
Oh, just having a look, because he's the most recent signing. It was right at the end of
18,
last
baby.
year. He's so young, and in terms of the teams he's played for in the past, this is a colossal jump. Credit to him, and maybe he was a diamond in the rough, because right now he is shining very bright.
All I'm saying is Barry's currently checking to see if he might be the next recruit, because this round, that's not going the way of Sprout. Ooh. All right, Zello. All right, get something, Zello. Get something in there. Get something going here. Stare. Making this real interesting. Bomb's planted. There's no kit. There is a smoke. And again, they still just don't have guns. And Salazar still lives.
He is so crisp. Oh, it's
tagged,
beautiful to watch this kid.
He's been tagged. The round's not in doubt. But can you keep the op away from them is another question that we have to ask right now.
It's like a cartoon.
Still gets himself one more. Siphon gets the last laugh. I think he's dead to bomb as well. No, he's not. All right, so at least Armor lives.
Where's a rifle? He's actually got one.
Yeah, he has.
Okay. Well, I guess the damage is nice, but we'd love some rounds instead of moral victories for Sprout. This CT campaign has not been off to the best start. And Mr. Salazar, that's the man to deal with. Becoming a dictator on the server. My God.
Poor Zello.
These nade stacks.
They've bullied him in so many rounds. Even when he lives, he's usually down in numbers, and this is great from ECSTATIC. They're forcing Lau and X further in towards the fight here. They're just trying to abuse both sides, so there's no read that's possible for Sprout because utility's sailing in everywhere. And they've got plenty of time to toy with him.
Kazi, they have no idea. They've absolutely no idea.
Is this B steps or is this up the ladder in mid? Oh, it's up the ladder in mid. There's no one here to read it. It's just going to be Xiphon over on the mid berm who's trying to clear this space, but he's got so many bodies and he's just pulled away at the wrong time. The smokes on B pulled him off, so now it's all about Stare. Stare has to get something done, and he's actually just forced off the angle and eliminated. They chase him down. They're chasing everybody down. No mercy here. Lau at least alleviates the pressure, and they've walked past Azur. They walk past Azur. Kabi, no idea, no clue. That's just going to be about Queenix. 40 seconds to kill 2 and recover the bomb. Or vice versa. He's going to threaten the smoke. Play the fade. They re-smoke it. He knows he has to go through. He's got the one. The transfer almost on. But it's not to be.
That was too close for comfort. Bit of a mess of a round, let's be honest, for ECSTATIC. Kind of felt like at the end we're trying to do too much. There's a lot going on. The the flank through the elevator area is bold, and they get pinched from behind. There's a lot of ways they win that round, but it doesn't transpire. They need to keep their eyes on the prize because this money is so bad for Sprout. It's so bad, and their loss bonus. Well, it's getting there, but it's not quite at the top just yet. Zello just punishes Manx, takes space in mid. finally a clean entry for Sprout, and they have to capitalize upon this.
It's there. We're going to get down yellow. Thinking about it at the very least, holds himself at bay. They've really stemmed in any of the aggression that Sprout normally like to go to on the CT side. It's just been so costly round after round, and with the man advantage, they don't want to go for it now. Because so often Stare will try and work his way down yellow, try and fight in through there. Instead, they've given up the space. They've given up a lot of the space. They've left Zello very isolated here on the site, and it seems like he might be the one who's about to be under threat. That Molotov will float Stare back. Especially since Lauan X has now gotten completely into the back lines.
It's all on Salazar. He has to find more entries. There's too many in defense if he doesn't.
Smoke up. He's not even going to get the chance at the shots. The flank's now on. Kragan's dropped. Means they've got side hall secure. Cabby one. A second as well. Goes over the top. This is getting interesting. Queenix, a chance at the clutch. Bomb down. That can't be denied. The smoke gives him enough cover, and he's got the angle. Zello was sticking out. He didn't know. No! Oh, what a bold attempt from Queenix, climbing ever higher. But it's not to be. A bullet or two more. All he needed.
Christ. I thought he was going to do it. When he starts spamming the player in Ivy through the box, it's like, oh my lord. Has he actually found an opportunity? This is on the brink for Sprout. I know they're winning a couple of these rounds, but these have been unbelievably labored. They can't find a clean affair here to for the life of them in the last few rounds. Free here on B. Surely Sprout going to think about pushing.
Ouch. That nade slows them up at least. And I mean, it's a setup for ECSTATIC to anticipate the push, right?
Yeah.
They're
Well, thank God they didn't commit it earlier.
Run boost in. One and done for Lauan X. Now up the steps they go.
That patience really was valuable. If they commit in 5 seconds earlier, there's 3 people trained on the entrance. It might have all been dead for ECSTATIC. But this trade is good. Look at what it's doing to the rotates. ECSTATIC feel like they have to take space. 2 commit to B. Mid is fully open. Zello trying to clear through the ramp. It looks like Salazar. He's on a pixel angle? No. Lining up some nades. Oh, big shot. Trade is there, though.
And it's still Salazar who lives. This man who's been a monster will find his next victim. 25 kills already. Over a kill. Actually, add a kill around right now. And he's looking for more, and Sprout's not looking to fight him. They're not looking to contest this at all. They've given up. They have punted on this round. They're not shifting to go for the retake. They're not shifting to contest here. The bomb is going to go down, and once again, Salazar has won a round for ECSTATIC. Look, all I'm saying, Alan, is Salazar would look sick on a sticker. I think this guy's the next big thing.
It's a good name, and it really rolls off the tongue. It's a good one to cast. Feels good to say it. And it's almost, I don't know, it's menacing, isn't it, the name? Salazar. Yeah. It's like there's a lot of malice behind what he brings to the server. Money snap for Sprout. Tricky call in the following round if they're going to buy around these rifles. Or hand over 14 to their opponents. Xiphon could drop. Zello could buy for himself, but it's not going to be an AWP. I'd love to see a pause here from Sprout, because there's a lot hinging on this decision. They're playing the long game. Playing the long game. Big chance for ECSTATIC to get within touching distance. Been a heck of a comeback so far. This T-side has looked brilliant. Even in the rounds they're losing, you can tell how they could win it. It's been aggressive, it's been fast, and Manx is living up to the mantra. Look at all this space he's taken already out of mid. Piling the pressure on.
Utility at the wrong moment. He had that space. He wanted to try and withdraw from it, and Xiphon capitalized. Always got to be careful pulling out those nades in the firing line, but that's going to be one brought back. That's one of the rifles dropped as well as they're losing the gun. They retake the space in towards mid, and it might be as much to secure the rifle as it is anything else. They're going to get that upgrade, but meanwhile, they're losing everybody on the other side of the map. So the reinforcements have arrived. The bodies are here, but it's 2 Deagles. Just one rifle. Siphon will try and go forth and bring back this space, but Salazar, he's got a duel against Salazar's got the utility out. He's caught for once. He makes an error. He missteps, and Siphon is there to catch. Problem is, look at B. Look at where Kragan is. He's in the dang spawn. If he kills Stare here, oh, that's so important. The bomb's gonna go down regardless, but now it's all into Queenix. It's falling apart. ECSTATIC had so much control. Queenix, what can you do here? In towards mid, he's caught the first. That's a great way to isolate a fight in a 1v3. Give yourself a chance here.
Zyphon's got a kit.
Problem is, he's going to be slowed up in towards mid because of how long this took. Because of that kill deep. He's wary of where Queenix could be playing from. This is masterful to then get back towards the site. There's no way that Azar expects this. Or Lau, rather. He's not clearing. He's not clearing. Oh, no. The shots go wide. A miss in. Is there time? Is there time, Alan? I think he's got it. He's got it. He's got it just about.
God.
Zyphon, 4 kills required to keep his team afloat here, but he delivers.
That is unbelievable. Oh, ECSTATIC have just given Sprout a route back into this map. There's so many bizarre happenings in that round. Salazar peeking up on his own ramp. He has kind of nades out. His teammate, I think it's Cabby, peeking from the Ivy side. It's so awkward. ECSTATIC commit onto B, and Stare comes in through CT spawn and still wins the duel. Oh my lord. Sprout given a lifeline, and they can't drop the ball now.
There you go, Zello. Finally starting to get a little something going early on in rounds. That would be such a difference maker if they could come to count on his opping. Salazar forced off by the flashes, but no harm, no foul. I'm not just yet in Manx. Ever the aggressive one. Oh, Salazar's just begging for another peek here. Begging for another peek. They're not going to give it to him. They're backing away. That's wise. This man haunts their dreams. Call him Freddy Krueger. But Zyphon just trying to find the alarm clock. Trying to wake them up. Done a good job of it so far, but this time he's not near the bulk of the bodies. He will, as he has in so many rounds, be required to come in late because the smokes are down, and with it, Sprout's ability to keep them off of a bomb plant has faded. Gone by the wayside.
So many nades though here. This is set up good for a retake. Smokes onto the crane. You can put one onto Ivy. Got a molly. Oh. The sandbag. Salazar claims an angle. And maybe that retake's in massive jeopardy now.
It is indeed. And so much money's going to be gambled in here for Sprout. So if they lose one more body, it might chase them out. There's that kill too. Make it one better. Manx catching the critical frags here. Zello just with one, but that might just keep him alive. He wants to fight forward. He wants to be the hero. And though he might be, time is expiring. Do they know he's on? Do they know he's on the bomb? Here's the check. Here's the check. Oh, just in the nick of time. Kragan finds the last bullet.
Did you see Queenix ran off to try and deny the save? He was down the bottom of A ramp. That would have been head in hands if that stick in the smoke comes through. Wow. I think both teams need a pause. Money is all over the place for Sprout by virtue of winning on their, their half by a couple ago. Oof. ECSTATIC are not doing it the easy way now. But they're doing it. They're still making this work. It's getting punchy. It's getting aggressive. The individuals are bailing them out. Salazar is having to frag out of his mind to keep these rounds close. But winning is winning. And now they're 2 away from sending Sprout to the lower bracket.
Salazar doesn't have an op in this one. It wasn't retrievable, so it's going to be down to the AK. We'll see if he can get her down with a rifle, but at least for the moment, they may have nerfed the most dangerous player on the other side. Has been Manx to step up in the last few, though, hasn't it? Zello wants this fight early, and again, they're contesting a ramp. They're just bringing this pressure. The utility is so merciless. And at this point for Sprout, there's no more Molotovs. There's some smokes, there's some flashes. But it's getting very messy early on, and ECSTATIC have taken so much real estate. Azar peeking in, fighting in, dropped, dead. Stare, trying to chase this off the deke, but the flashbang's not good. It doesn't connect. Zello's gotten a kill elsewhere. Cabby at least laid low, but in the meantime, Kraken's working his way through mid, and there is no one here to stop him. They're going to rotate off because Kraken's calling this. He's got all this ground. He's got all this real estate. He's got a free sight. And now, with that, he may have just found Series point.
When Sparrow realized what's up, save could even be considered. Zello might be able to get on the angle.
Oh, if he
But
does,
if he
he's
pushes
dead.
through, Kraken is so ready for this. He's so ready. He's so ready. And that's the orb gone. Shoot it off the map for all they care, unless Salazar wants to pick it up for himself. 15 for ECSTATIC. Winner of this game will play the winner of Aura Apex. It's a light bracket. It's the easier side of the bracket. This is a big moment. ECSTATIC could get very close already to Melbourne if they win this series.
Feeling that way. It's feeling that way. Let's check in on that game. Aurora's actually just taking it, so they will advance on. The winner of this plays Aurora. And Lau is the lone survivor. Just trying to find a spot to hide. Just trying to find somewhere to tuck himself away. Path. Stretching out before them. And
Manx is also
spelled victory
calling,
here.
by the way, if Liquipedia is correct.
That's insane. He's so dynamic on these entries, and he's calling.
Yeah.
That's the
I
kind of
guess-
role that for a lot of
Yeah.
players, you need to just think about your crosshair the whole time, and he's thinking about everything.
He's doing a Carrigan style where he's the point man wherever on the map and just saying, lads, come with me. And he's making it work. Being on this team for so long, throughout various iterations. And maybe it's going to be his calling that propels them right into the upper bracket semi-finals. Lau finds a quick angle down onto Queenix. Where's the utility? It looked all too easy. Important entry in a round where they don't have the weaponry to string this out.
That's massive. That's a huge find, and you can tell they're trying to take further off of it. Copy working his way into a corner by Yellow. He's going to press forward. There is, actually, if I'm reading this right, no one side haul to meet him. Now they're adjusting. Now they're trying to send a player in. But Cabby's going to wait in the smoke. Ah, it's a huge find for Zyphon early on. They're trying to chase that kill, but they're not finding it. Salazar, he's got the first. There's a boost up here, and now he knows that presses the player forward. Pressure on. They've got the spray down. It's a 2-on-2, but Salazar down to just 2 points of health. If there was any utility here, he'd be a dead man, but there's not. And so it's not the concern. The face in, no health. Headshot to win it. And he's got it! Of course he does! For his 30th kill! The perfect bullet. There could be no error. There could be no mistake. But with Salazar, the mistakes are few and far between. 30 kills on the map. Domination. A battle between Salazar and Zyphon was what that felt like, and Salazar came up on top. This kid can frag.
Oh, the way that ended. The way that ended. You're just thinking the HP surely it's not possible in this 2-on-2. And they make it work, and that was the story of this team.